Hey, what is going on, my XRP holders? And oh my god, things are getting heated. They are getting hot. Gary Gensler to resign next month? I don't know, dude. I'm just putting it out there, but it seems like Congress is putting on the pressure to remove Gary Gensler from the Securities and Exchange Commission. All right, fellas. Before we dive further into this video, make sure you smash the likes and subscribe down below. Help out this video in the algorithm. Make sure to watch it to the end. We're going to be going over a very, very quick but in-depth timeline on Congressman Warren Davidson, representing Ohio in the 8th District. This guy got a bounty out for Gary Gensler and just wants him gone, wants him removed. If you guys were in the live stream yesterday, we streamed the Gary Gensler testimony live on the channel here. We had a peak viewership, about 4,800 people. Things were heating up. Congressman Warren Davidson even brings up directly to Gary Gensler's face, is XRP a security? Gary Gensler can't even answer his own enforcement action from the agency. It's just absolutely mind-blowing. So let me go ahead and give you guys the timeline here. So first off, Warren Davidson comes out with this, which I made a post on the XRP Daily, which was Warren Davidson saying, yes, to correct a long series of abuses, I am introducing legislation that removes the chairman of the Securities and Exchange Commission and replaces the role with an executive director that reports to the board, parentheses, where authority resides. Former chairs of the SEC are ineligible. So I went ahead and took this and I made a video for you guys. I wrote an article and I'm saying, hey, you know what? It basically sounds like this one congressman is essentially trying to remove Gary Gensler. I wasn't saying like explicitly, oh, like they want to, like, you know, just specifically remove Gary Gensler, because what it looked more so is that they want to restructure the SEC, which would end up in the long run, you know, getting rid of Gary Gensler. But then I never expected it to take a deeper dive down the iceberg, and Warren Davidson goes ahead and doubles down here and raises it from yeah, you know, we're just going to replace the role of the chairman with an executive director that reports to the board. We want to, you know, restructure the SEC. So it sounded like a very, very soft middle finger to Gary Gensler of like, hey, you know what, we kind of don't really want you there anymore. You know, we want to get someone new in there, change the structure dynamic. Then Warren Davidson comes out and says, I'm calling to restructure the SEC and the removal of Gary Gensler. Watch my closing remarks from today's hearing where I lay out the abuse of power and failure to protect investors that has occurred. And then Warren Davidson comes out again, like, you know, like 30 minutes ago, and says, I asked SEC Chair Gary Gensler about his selective enforcement in the Kim Kardashian settlement. And yes, I do have Kim Kardashian blocked. Gary's response, he can't even answer the question. Reason 1,000 why Gary Gensler needs to go. So this guy, Warren Davidson, this pro-crypto congressman, he's got it out for Gary Gensler. He wants this guy gone, and I don't even think it's just, you know, Congressman Warren Davidson here, because when we were tuning into the stream yesterday, that was about 2.5, 3 hours long. Of course, there were some congressmen, congresswomen who were saying, "Oh, thank you, Gary Gensler. Oh, and thank you for just the great work you've been doing." But then the other half of it was like, "Oh my God, you have filed way too many enforcement actions. You're going after everybody. You're stifling innovation. You're driving all this business offshores. What are you doing? Why are you doing this? Why are you contradicting past statements?" I mean, you know, Gary Gensler in 2019 was shilling Algorand and later called it a security. And then when he gets confronted in Congress about, hey, is ETH a security? Is XRP a security? Gives the typical no answer. So I like how it progressed from, you know, we're just going to, you know, change the structure of the SEC, and then former chairmen are ineligible for the position. Then it went to, we want to remove Gary Gensler. Then it goes to reason 1,000 why Gensler needs to go. It's getting very spicy to the point where Congress is chewing him out so hard, I can almost feel Gary Gensler probably resigning within this quarter of the year. Okay, that's kind of what it's seeming like to me. Congress is clearly not happy with Gary Gensler, and they've really got it out for him here. Let's go ahead and watch this video clip from Warren Davidson, 1 minute and 30 seconds long, which was his closing remarks from the hearing yesterday about the abuse of power and failure to protect investors. Now, granted, there is a lot of clips of Warren Davidson, specifically like asking about Ethereum and specifically asks about XRP to Gary Gensler and things like that, but this is just his closing remarks right here.
Chairman Gensler, your record of failures to protect investors and abuses of power make it clear that we need to restructure the Securities and Exchange Commission. The failures are many, but let me cite some of the abuses. You average more than 2 rules proposals a month. You provide inappropriately short comment periods. You have unworkable and unlawful ESG disclosure mandates on the market. You have essentially a Hotel California rule for crypto where you can check in anytime you like, but you can never leave. You have endless discovery with no resolution and no clarity for the captives in the market. You have unworkable proposals for overhauling equity market structure, a de facto ban on crypto through proposed custody rule. You have high staff turnover, unhappy people leaving your office, and unhappy companies and capital leaving our country. To correct a long series of abuses, I'm introducing legislation that removes the chairman of the Securities and Exchange Commission and replaces the role with an executive director that reports to the board where all authority would reside. Former chairs of the SEC will be ineligible under my proposed bill. And this isn't just my take. It resonates across the political spectrum. The American people want democratic access to capital, retail investor participation. You can't just exclude retail investors from markets and claim it's for their own good. Our markets need to function and flourish, and I yield back.
Absolutely just a breath of fresh air to hear this from somebody high up in the United States government, in Congress on the United States Financial Services Committee. So, guys, it's just nice to see Gary Gensler after he takes his little, I don't even know what to call it. There's probably so many analogies and metaphors for it, but just an absolute tirade on the crypto space, going after absolutely everybody, the Coinbase, Bittrex, Kraken. It's just, they're going after everybody. They went after the stable coins, the XRP, the little small micro cap tokens. And it's like they tricked them into coming into the SEC and being transparent and quote unquote registering with us. Oh, hey, come in and talk with us. And then they freaking turn around and they just screw them right in the rear end. So they're attacking this whole space. And very clearly, we got some pro crypto people over in Congress. It's just so nice to see Gary Gensler get his ass chewed out. I mean, if you want to watch like a lot of highlights from the Gary Gensler testimony stream, you could see Gary. Not saying this is a for sure thing, but I mean, dude, he was shaken. I think the whole YouTube stream chat could agree with me here that, I mean, Gary Gensler, as soon as he was getting pressured with these, hardball questions, I mean, right when the stream started, immediately got into the topic of digital assets from the head of the Financial Services Commission. And it's just, wow, it's nice to see Gary Gensler finally get a spanking, get put in his place, and basically being threatened from the position of his current career. I gotta say, it's nice to see. It is nice to see. All right, so guys, today in the cryptocurrency market, got Bitcoin down 3%, Ethereum down 5%, XRP down 4%. Honestly, if you were to Google right now, like cryptocurrency news, like why Bitcoin's falling, I mean, all the cryptocurrency news media are all saying like, oh, Bitcoin's dropping because of fear of high interest rates keeping going higher. And it's like, dude, no. When crypto goes down, I don't really believe there's a rhyme or reason. I just believe it's the liquidity in the markets going back and forth with the order books and shit like that, and people taking profits, manipulating it, leverage trading, siphoning money out of it as all they can. So it's like, I don't know. Whenever crypto moves, it's always like the mainstream crypto media comes up with some sort of excuse as to exactly why it's happening, which is I don't even think is the case. So apparently, according to like CoinDesk and major crypto media, Bitcoin's going down due to fear of interest rates being high, which I just kind of sounds like bullshit to me. If this is like the stock market going down or something, that make more sense. But this crypto, I mean, I don't think crypto gives a shit about interest rates. Could be wrong, because I know CPI, non-farm payroll, kind of can affect prices and stuff like that. But the biggest thing going on in cryptocurrency is, I do not have an article ready for you guys, but right now, there is a coin called Pepe coin. They've kind of really spun up a social media storm really fast over the last week here, and they're basically, it's like the Pepe coin is like the rival to like the dog coin meme tokens. And guys, Pepe coin in the last 5 days has gone up 1,000,000%. Okay, and you can't even really find it. It's not even on CoinMarketCap yet, the actual token I'm talking about. You got to find it on CoinGecko. It's already ranked 250 out of all crypto in the world. And yeah, guys, I'm just saying the last 5 days, there's a coin called Pepe coin with a 420 trillion, 69 billion circulating supply. And yeah, it moved up 1,000,000% in 5 days. So, you know what? Missed the train on that one, but you know what? Still got that big fat bag of XRP. And that is good enough for me, fellas. Make sure to smash the like, subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.